conservative new media viewers, LA Lakers fans around the world, Jeremy Lin fans around the world. Headphone people, take off the headphones, turn down the volume, because woo, yeah. How sweet was that, dude? Totally unexpected, completely unexpected. The Lakers dominated the Warriors tonight. Dominated them. I know that the final score was 115 to 105, and it seemed closer than what it was. In this game, the Lakers were up 24 points against the best team in the NBA. The Warriors came into this game with a 23-3 record. There were people talking about, are they gonna beat the Bulls' season of 72 wins? This team is deadly. They're deep. They're scary. And the Lakers beat the junk out of them. Just pummeled them. I'm talking like just like that. That was crazy. And I love it. Now, I'm not going to do, this is going to be one video. I didn't think I was going to be around today to do this, and I'm not feeling that well. So I'm just going to keep it simple. This will be the one video only. No short video. And I don't know if I'm going to be around to do the Christmas Day video or not. I might be, but I'm not sure. So we'll just play it by ear. This is easily the best win of the year. Even better than the San Antonio win. This was a shock. And it came without Kobe Bryant. Look, I respect Kobe. He's had a great career. He's a Hall of Famer. A lot of people feel he's a top 10 player of all time, including myself. But when he's not around, the team plays a different way. They play a different style. They play faster. They move the ball more. Less isolations. They play better defense. There's more joy. Kobe's a very competitive person, but he's very edgy. And it's more kind of aggression of an anger. The team was happy tonight. They were celebrating. They played like they were free. Like they had been let out of jail. That's what it looked like tonight. And they played fantastic. And you got to give the credit where it's due. Ronnie Price played a fantastic game tonight. 17 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals. Carlos Boozer off the bench, 18 points, 9 rebounds. Jeremy Lin, 11 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, 3 steals, only 1 turnover. 25 minutes played, 4 of 11 shooting, including 3 of 5 from three-point range, and he had no free throw attempts. Jeremy made the biggest basket of the game, and it came with the Lakers leading 110 to 102. The reason why it was so important, there was about a minute left in the game, and the Warriors were coming back strong. They were on a 16-0 run, 16-0. And it looked like, uh-oh, it's all going to fall apart. The great super win is going to fall down. And then Ronnie Price passed the ball across the court from right side to left side. and Jeremy Lin was spotted up about 45 degrees left of the top of the arc. He looked where his feet were. He set his feet, went up, bang, right through. That's why he's Mr. Clutch. That's why he's Mr. Fourth Quarter. That's why he said the other day that he would like to take some game-winning shots also, as well as Kobe taking them. And you saw why that was tonight. Jeremy Lin's a clutch player. Jeremy Lin is not a member of the Los Angeles Lakers just because he's a token Asian to attract Asian fans. I got into a discussion with a writer about that before the season began. If you really believe that after you watch this game, you don't know basketball. That's as simple as that. You saw a different Jeremy Lin tonight. Now, Jeremy missed a number of shots. That's the one thing you can say about him tonight. He didn't hit a lot of shots. He missed a lot of shots right around the rim. But he looked aggressive. He looked confident. And he played in an insanity style, which is attack the basket and either get high percentage shots around the rim or kick the ball out to open shooters. And it worked over and over again. This is what it is. And what this helps to kind of put into perspective is, look, Kobe's going to play this year and he's going to play next year. I've heard people say because Kobe's been struggling, he should retire after this year. He's not going to retire after this year. I don't see that be why. He would pass up $24 million for playing next year. Would you pass up $24 million? I wouldn't. But hopefully we can begin to see a transition in the way the team plays. Now, there will be people saying this is a one-game fluke, and no, it wasn't. This is not a fluke. The one thing that Jeremy Lin is good at, and that Ronnie did a good job of doing tonight, is Jeremy's good at playing team ball, like the style that like Mike D'Antoni plays. The theory of a passing offense and swinging the ball a lot, which is what D'Antoni does, which is what Jeremy likes to do, is the phrase ball finds energy. In other words, you keep moving the ball and the ball will get to where it's supposed to get to. And whoever is feeling good and has their shot going down, ball's going to get to them if you move it around enough. When you play with Kobe Bryant, he is what's known as a ball stopper. He is a guy that you give the ball to him, particularly at this point in his career. He'll probably have the ball around the low post area or the mid post, kind of midway down the lane towards the basket. Dribble, hold the ball, isolate, scan the defense. It's a completely different style. And what happens in that style is a lot of times the other guys just standing around. Now, they're not supposed to stand around. Byron Scott's offense is designed at on the side of the floor where the ball is not. So if Kobe has the ball on the right side, then on the left side, guys are supposed to be moving and cutting and doing that. And then Kobe will decide whether he's going to take a shot or he's going to pass the ball to someone that's cutting. The thing is, though, is it's a lot easier to be involved in an offense when you touch the ball. If you look at the San Antonio Spurs, or you look at what Mike D'Antoni did in his coaching career, guys always feel involved. And when you get guys involved more, they tend to play harder. And what you saw in tonight's game was the team looked so energetic. They looked enthusiastic. They looked fired up. They were pumped up in a way that they really haven't been this season. I'm sure there's a couple times they've looked like this, but this was the best body language and game focus or energy that I can remember this year. And they crushed the Warriors. The Warriors had only lost 3 games coming into this contest. The losses were by, I think, 13 points, 12 points, and like 8 points. Remember, they were getting beaten by 24 points. They showed a shot of Steph Curry, I think, early in the fourth quarter. He was sitting down resting. I think at that point, Steve Kerr had put in the reserves because it was such a rout. And he had this look on his face like, what happened? What happened to us? And the Lakers can play like this. They've got enough pieces now, and they'll have even more when Ryan Kelly is back, where they've got the depth to be able to do this. And what I mean by that is you have 2 units that are complete, so you can sub in all 5 guys, and those units can play with energy. They can run the floor. They can hit 3-pointers. The team shot 46% from 3-pointer range tonight. That's incredible. This is how modern basketball is played and how it's going to be played. There will be exceptions, such as dump the ball into the post, like Memphis a little bit, although Memphis is not quite that simple. But the way the Spurs play, the way the Atlanta Hawks play, is like this. A lot of perimeter shooting, a lot of 3-point attempts. Everybody on the team can shoot 3-pointers, or most of them can, including big men. And you have a deep team, and you just run them out and just attack in waves. This is what it looks like. This is team ball as compared with hero ball. Hero ball is where you have 1 player or 2 players, and that's the guy you go to over and over and over and over again in isolation situations. There's a lot of problems with hero ball. One of the main problems with hero ball is that the defense knows what you're going to do. So we'll see situations in the past this season where Kobe is double-teamed or even triple-teamed. And sometimes he's getting double-teamed before he even catches the ball. Why? Because everybody knows the ball's going to go to him. And one of the worst things about playing an offense that way is that the other guys don't feel important. And so it's kind of like if you're, say you're really good, you're really good at lifting weights. And then you go and join a team, and they don't need you to ever do anything. They don't need you to be strong and lift weights. So you just stop lifting weights because you don't care about it anymore because there's no point in doing it. And then all of a sudden, now somebody wants you to be strong or be able to lift weights, and you can't do it anymore because you don't do it. You're never used any longer. So what happens with guys that come to this team and play with Kobe is their skills atrophy. Their confidence atrophies because they don't get to use it. They don't get to do it. And this is the result of that. But the talent is still there. but you have to harness it, and tonight it was harnessed. Now, there's going to be a whole bunch made out of this game on both sides, and when I talk about sides, I mean the Kobe side and the anti-Kobe side. The Kobe side is going to say, it's just one game, doesn't mean anything, it doesn't prove anything, slow down, etc. The anti-Kobe side, people like ESPN or just everyday Kobe haters are going to say, we told you, and if you would play this way and not play Kobe way, the Lakers would be winning more games and they'd be more competitive. So you're going to hear a whole bunch of that. If you noticed in the last 3 or 4 days, there's been a big uptick in the number of articles and discussions about Kobe. Should Kobe be rested more? Should he be taking fewer shots? All of this. Well, if you thought it was big before, now it's going to be like triple that. This is a major convergence of important storylines and an important team in the Golden State Warriors. So you have this kind of down on their luck, bottom of the West Lakers team. Kobe goes out and you just took down the best team in the league, which is a consensus best team in the league. There's going to be a lot of talk about this. Now, I know Lin fans are unhappy. They didn't feel Jeremy played enough, and Ronnie got to play more. Part of why Ronnie played more is he played well. It's hard to bench a guy that was playing as well as Ronnie was playing. To be fair to Byron as well, what he did to solve it a little bit was he put both Jeremy and Ronnie in at the same time and let Jeremy play shooting guard. That's one way you can do it. Of course, Lin fans saw that in Houston, where they would use a 3-guard lineup, which would be Patrick Beverley, point guard, Jeremy Lin, shooting guard, James Harden, small forward, even though all 3 of them are guards. You want to get your best players on the floor. And so Byron did that. Even though Ronnie did play more than Jeremy, he didn't play that much more. He played 6 minutes more, and he earned it tonight. He was hitting shots. He played great. So the team won, and both Ronnie and Jeremy were very important in this win. What Jeremy does, among other things, is he pushes the pace. He sets a fast tempo. So even if he's missing shots or getting turnovers, he's creating a rate of play that's so fast that it energizes your team and it forces the other team to try to keep up. And the Lakers want to play like this. Now, they don't want to play like this a lot with Kobe, but when Kobe's not around, they do want to play like this. Again, they've got some good young guys that are mostly young guys that are athletic and they can run. So get out and run. Use the talents of the people that you have. What Jeremy does best is, again, put pressure on your defense with his speed and driving ability, and then he will find open guys. Like he found Ed Davis on another pick-and-roll dunk. He will see you. So if you spread out the court on offense, you spread the floor, and you run the break, that's when Jeremy's going to do a lot of damage. And that's what he did tonight. He had a number of blown assists and this type of thing. And this is how he plays best. And he can play like this anytime he wants. It's just he has not been able to play that way with Kobe around. Because Kobe, if you didn't follow the Lakers last year, and I'm sure a lot of Lin fans did not follow them, there was an incredible philosophical clash, a clash of ideas between Mike D'Antoni and Kobe Bryant. there was a lot of people that felt that because Mike D'Antoni's offense is such a fast offense, that might have been part of why Kobe got hurt. That might have been part of why he hurt his Achilles tendon. Like he wore down Kobe by playing him too much, and the pace of the game was too fast. So now Kobe wants to play slower so that he avoids injury. And it's understandable. It's just there's a tension now between what Kobe wants and what might be best for the team and how the team is going to perform at its maximum level. Now, to be fair, if the Lakers don't win a lot of games this year, well, that probably will help them. I think they want to keep the pick that they have from Phoenix, and I think the deal is that if the Lakers are in the top 5, like a top 5 worst record or something, they get to keep the pick. If they're not, they don't get to keep the pick. So you have different angles here. They're different agendas to think about. So some people might say, look, let Kobe go out and play every game and shoot 40 times. Why? Because the Lakers are going to lose. If you want to make sure you lose and you tank, then just keep doing that with Kobe. Other people, they don't want the Lakers to lose. They want them to win as many games as they can. They want to see compelling basketball. They want to see something that's interesting. They want to see team ball versus the hero ball. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll have to see how Kobe reacts to this. We'll have to see how Byron Scott reacts to this. I'm eager to see what Byron says after this game. My guess is that we'll go back to what we were doing before when Kobe plays. I do think Kobe might sit out more games, though, now. He's got to stay healthy. And he himself said after the last game that he's feeling sore and his body's not recovering as quickly. So when you start getting into a sore zone, you can start risking injury. And so you might want to play him fewer minutes. He's probably going to want to sit out some back-to-back games, etc. They've got to find a level of minutes and exertion that Kobe's able to do that doesn't put him at greater risk of injury or exhaustion. Remember, we're only like a third of the way into the season. If Kobe's having fatigue now, it's going to get a lot worse later in the season. That's when guys really wear down. So they're going to have to experiment with all this. But this was a great opportunity for the team and Jeremy to show what they can do when they don't play with Kobe, when they play the fast-paced style. And I'm glad it went so well, because now there's film, now there's video of, yes, we know we can succeed playing this style. And nobody wants to say they don't need Kobe, but it's like, we can do well. Everybody's saying, I mean, somebody wrote an article the other day that said, Kobe's not playing that badly. The team's holding Kobe back. In other words, the team sucks. And if the team didn't suck so bad, Kobe's numbers would be better. Well, that doesn't look like the case tonight. There's a tremendous amount of statistics out there that say Kobe's holding the team back. And tonight, kind of, that's what it looks like, more of the case. Now, again, Kobe's going to play, and he should play. But now let's hopefully that Kobe and the coaching staff can kind of integrate this new information and find a balance. Let Kobe rest more. And don't just rely on Kobe, because it's not efficient right now, and everybody else just, all their skills go down the tubes. They don't get to do anything. And so it doesn't work. And it's not fun to watch. And this team they're going to have a hard time just even getting a winning record this year. So if you're not going to be any good, at least be interesting or fun to watch. If some people want to see Kobe shoot a lot. There are a number of people who do want that, and that's interesting to them. But there's also a lot of people who they want to see good basketball. They want to see fun, up-tempo, a style that the Lakers played in the 1980s, the Showtime style. That's fun to watch for the casual fan, more so than dribble, 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 back down, dribble, 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 shoot. It's not as interesting. If you watch the Spurs and the Miami Heat in the finals last year, the way the Spurs played was so good. It's when you watched it, you just felt, man, that's the way basketball is supposed to be played. And I think that's how I felt. And it's like, that's interesting. That's entertaining. So also, the Lakers need to think about what they're going to do and who is going to be around when Kobe retires. And so you've got to begin to develop these players. And they're not going to be able to develop as quickly if they're just basically guys standing around watching Kobe play isolation basketball. That's going to regress or slow their development. And again, it's unlikely that the Lakers are going to seriously contend for a title while Kobe's still playing, in my opinion, which means you have to think about the future now. Again, nobody's kicking Kobe out or saying Kobe can't play anymore, he should retire, but you have to start looking ahead and planning for what you're going to be pretty soon. So the coaching staff has a lot to think about. Kobe's got a lot to think about after this. The players have a lot to think about. The guys can feel good about themselves, feel confident. They know they can get the job done now, and it's a real boost. This was, I didn't even think this game was going to be close, let alone that the Lakers were going to win it. And this, if you've watched the two teams play this year, and they've played maybe 3 times already before tonight, including the preseason, I was like, they're going to get blown away. It just, the Lakers didn't seem to match up with them at all against the Warriors. But tonight they did, because they altered their approach. And the Warriors couldn't deal with it. They couldn't. They outran the Warriors. They matched shot for shot with the Warriors. They shot better. Both teams shot 12 of 26 from 3-point range. So they basically out-warriored the Warriors tonight. They outran them. They out-executed them. They out-depth them. And they just outshot them. They just beat them. And the Lakers played some very good defense. The Warriors shot 46.4% for the game, which is pretty good. But they came into the game with the best shooting field goal percentage in the league, 48.2%. So they were held down, and they got hot late, or it would have been even worse. So what I'm trying to say is the Lakers played good defense in this game. They were aggressive. They had 11 steals, which was, I believe, the high for the Lakers in the season. And the 2 men that led the Lakers in steals were Ronnie Price and Jeremy Lin, who each had 3 steals. So the Lakers were getting after the Warriors. They attacked the Warriors when the Lakers were on defense. They were aggressive against them, and it paid off. So just a fantastic win. It doesn't get any better than this. This is the best win of the year, and there's a good chance that at the end of the year, it'll still be the best win of the year. So I am pumped. Just want to say to everybody, because I don't know if I will talk to you again before Christmas, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody. We said it before and we'll say it again. Really hope that you're all enjoying the holiday season, spending time with your families if you can, if that's available for you. If not, hope you're with friends or just enjoying your own time. If you're studying or doing whatever you're doing, this is a great time of the year. And we just hope that you and your loved ones are able to enjoy it. I'm thrilled. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. I can't wait to go and read what's being said about this game. I'm just eager to see what the media is going to say about it and what Byron said about it. What did the team say after the game? What did Jeremy say, etc.? What did other people say? What's Kobe going to say about it? So this is fun. This is really, really interesting. So that's about it. Let's talk about the next game quickly, and then I'll just go over stuff in the video description and such. Okay, the next game will take place 2 days from now on Thursday, December 25th, Christmas Day, and it will be against the Chicago Bulls in Chicago, Illinois. Game will take place on TNT television here in the United States, and it will be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, which means 5 p.m. Pacific Time, and it means 9 a.m. on Friday, December 26th, the day after Christmas, in Taipei, Taiwan, Manila, the Philippines, and throughout China. Let me just say something else, just a little tangent, because I was thinking about Asia right here now. I just heard that the Manny Pacquiao fight card, like the event in which Pacquiao just participated in, that was held in Macau, China. It included I want to say an Olympic gold medalist from China. Believe his name is Zhao Shiming, I believe. That event, I read, supposedly drew 48 million viewers in China, which is unreal. That's incredible. Now, if it had been on pay-per-view in China, I'm sure there would have been many fewer viewers. But that's an enormous number of people that watched that production. So I'm happy for Manny. I'm happy for Mr. Shiming, and that just shows you how popular Manny is, how popular Shiming is, etc. There have been fights that have done more than that. I'm sure, going back in like Muhammad Ali versus George Foreman, Rumble in the Jungle, this type of. I'm sure there were more watching that. But that's only one country, the 48 million. I'm sure there were many, many tens of millions more watching in the Philippines. I want to say that Vladimir Klitschko, who is from the Ukraine, and he and his brother formerly from the USSR, when it was still the Soviet Union, Vladimir Klitschko fought David Haye from the United Kingdom a few years ago, and I think, I want to say that fight had about 50 or 55 million viewers in Russia, which is incredible. But still, when you combine China with the U.S., with the Philippines, that event with Manny and with Zhao Shiming, I hope I'm getting his name right, that's got to be one of the most watched events in sports for the year. I mean, of course, you have to take into account things like cricket and how popular it is in India and around the world, and of course, soccer matches. But beyond those two things, that event was probably watched more than any other sporting event. So just happy for those guys involved. And look, Asia's on the rise. I believe China has the #1 economy in the world now. We know how excited all of Asia is for basketball, how much it's growing over there. So that market is critical. And so I'm glad that they're doing more events over there, boxing or whatever else. So very cool. I just wanted to get that in because, like I said, I had just read about that. So the Lakers have some very tough games coming up. Chicago's going to be a tough game. Tonight was supposed to be a tough game. Chicago will be favored, and it's going to be very difficult to win that game. It's in Chicago. The Bulls have been on a tear lately. They're really playing well now. So let's see. Look, who knows what the team can do after tonight? Nothing seems impossible now. I'm sure Kobe will play in that game, and we'll see. We'll see how the team plays. Are they going to make some adjustments now? Maybe Kobe will play a little bit fewer minutes, this type of a thing. Okay, that is it. In the video description below the video player, we'll include information so you can go and check out highlights of this game. We'll also include information so you can find out more about the artist whose work you are looking at right now on the screen. His name is Gary Chen. He is a blogger and artist in Taiwan, and he is a member of the Jeremy Only Lynn Garden fan group, which is a great group of people who I believe are based in Taiwan, but they have members throughout the entire world, with a commonality being that they all speak Mandarin or Chinese. I think that's what it is. So we appreciate those guys. We wish Merry Christmas to all of them, of course. Your comments below, thumbs up, thumbs down. How great was this win? How satisfied are you as a Jeremy Lin fan that the team won without Kobe and that Jeremy was clutch again? Do you think it's going to matter? Will Jeremy get his respect? Will people looking at the team, will they understand what the team and what Jeremy is capable of when Kobe isn't playing and when Jeremy has more of an opportunity to run the offense? I mean, eager to hear what all people think, and I've already heard some thoughts on Twitter. So also in the video description, we'll put information so you can come and follow us on Twitter and how you can join the Conservative New Media Facebook group. We love interacting with people on Twitter. It's a lot of fun. We talk basketball. We talk a bunch of things. And we'd love to have you come and join the conversation. So once again, I am PFV Paul F. Villarreal, the NBA expert. Terrific win. I'm happy for Jeremy. I'm happy for the entire team. And I'm glad that they got to show what they're capable of when Kobe's not around or when they don't play ISO ball. So this is really, really good. Thanks a lot for watching Conservative Media. We strive to be the #1 Jeremy Lin YouTube fan channel. That's it. Again, happy holidays to everybody. Enjoy it. I intend to be back from my holiday travels at the latest for the January 2nd game, I believe, against Memphis. So there's a chance I'll miss the next 4 games. I don't know. We'll just play it game by game. If I'm here, I'll make a video if I can. If I'm not, then just, again, the latest I'll be back will be for the game against Memphis on January 2nd. And just look for me on Twitter or subscribe to the channel, and you'll know when we put a video up because you'll see it in one of those 2 places. So take care. It is 1:49 a.m. here on Wednesday, Christmas Eve, December 24, 2014, on the East Coast. That means it is 2:49 p.m. in Taipei, Taiwan, on Christmas Eve, Wednesday, December 24th. Hope you have a great night and a great day wherever you are around the world. When you check this video out, we will talk to you again soon.